Huwag kayong matakot mag-away. Huwag kayong matakot mag-away. Normal yun.
Yep.
Mas matakot kayo kung nagkikimkim kayo ng galit. Nagkikimkim kayo ng sama ng loob. Mas nakakatakot yun.
Mm-hmm.
Because it turns you to a different person. It changes a lot emotionally and mentally and how you view the person. People...
Alam mo din naman yung line na that cliche na we grew apart. Okay? But obviously, people don't want to grow apart, especially if you love each other. So, what are the tips and advice that you can give to people to ensure na they're growing together and at the same time, yung relationship nila grows? Ako, I just want to share this because I really love sharing the story. Like, you can't feel a positive without feeling a negative, and you can't understand what a negative is kung hindi mo ma-experience yung positive. Right? Like, let's say, for example, yung mga successes mo in life, let's say, for example, okay, you did this, you achieved this, okay, good for you. But the difference is when you experience that, knowing yung struggles that you went to get to where you gotta be, mas ma-appreciate mo yung win. Like, for example, I remember when I met her, parang sobrang lost niya in life. She was still finding her footing. She came from a bad relationship. And she was in the process of like getting things together, right? Then now, I had the privilege of being next to her all throughout her journey, and I saw her wins. Then I always tell her this, like whenever something she manifested happened, sasabihin ko sa kanya, naalala mo dati, dream mo to. When we went to Italy, I told you, I was like,
Of course I knew. That's why we were there.
I was telling you na like, when we started out, you were saying like, when I have the money to go to Italy.
Yeah, that was always the goal.
That's the thing. And nung nagawa niya yun, I reminded her, sabi ko, it was a dream before, and now look, we're in scooters in Rome, going around. I'm like,
but that was always the goal.
But the thing is,
when I'm 30, I go to Rome.
Yeah.
And that was always the goal for me to work hard because that's what I wanted to do. I always wanted to go to Italy when I'm 30.
Yeah.
For me to be able to say na nadala ko yung sarili ko doon.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. What I meant to say was like, it's different if I just know you wanted to go and I witnessed you go.
Yeah.
But I was there when it was just
a dream.
Not ang layo pa eh.
Ang layo.
Then all of a sudden I was next to you. I saw your eyes when you first saw when we saw like the Spanish Steps.
Yeah.
When we saw, what else did we see that day? The Pantheon, Trevi.
Umiyak talaga ako.
Umiyak siya, and I was like, I saw all the like blood, sweat, and tears, all the effort you put in, it paid off, and I was there to witness it. See, I saw you fulfill your dream, basically.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, when our relationship started, I knew that she had that dream in mind, and that's how she and I tried to work our way to get to that end goal. And it took how many years to do it? 6, 7 years?
Yeah.
But she did it nonetheless. And I know for a fact na if we went 6 and 7 years ago and we went today, we grew together in that process.
Yeah.
So for you, what advice or tips can you give for people yun nga, to grow together and ensure that the relationship grows as well?
Yeah. I think the best, yun nga yung kanina sinabi ko, when you're in a relationship that allows you to dream and go for that dream, then you're in a good relationship. Because the two of you have your own personal dreams and the two of you have your own personal goals.
Mm-hmm.
And a healthy relationship is basically supporting each other to reach that dream, to reach that goal, to be each other's cheerleaders, to be each other's voice of reason pag gusto mo na give up, pag hindi mo na kaya. And the times when pagod ka na, ayaw mo na ubos ka na, meron kang partner magsasabi sa'yo, hindi. May pangarap ka, go for it, malapit na. Yung magbibigay sa'yo ng words of encouragement, to be your strength, the times na pagod ka na sa buhay. Like, yun yung mga moments na isi-share yung dalawa para pag nakamit nyo na yung dream na yun, pareho kayong magsa-celebrate kasi alam nyo kung ano yung pinagdaanan nyo to get to that dream together.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to stop dreaming and having goals when you have a partner. You're supposed to keep on making dreams and keep on making goals and doing them together. Whether it's a common goal, it's a relationship goal, or individual goals. You're supposed to still do it. You're supposed to still reach for those goals and do it because there will come a time that you guys are eventually gonna get married. And these are the things that you're going to share together.
Yeah.
Ito yung mga things na i-share nyo together. And ito yung mga i-impart nyo sa mga magiging anak nyo. And you want to be the best example to your kids. Gusto nyo na maging role model siya, whether it's a girl or a boy, magiging inspiration siya sa kung anong relationship ang gusto niyang magkaroon. Anong basis.
Yeah. I think you have to teach kasi balance.
Yeah,
kasi,
there is a balance talaga.
Kasi if it's like, it's always your dreams, your dreams, your dreams, your dreams, the resentment will hold na none of your dreams.
Yung akin,
yeah, and like if your kids see that, your kids will think that the world revolves around them.
Yeah.
And of course, when the world revolves around you only, you're not ready to commit to someone wherein both of your dreams, may timeline yan, parang work.
Oo, may timeline
May
talaga
timeline
yan. May oras sa lahat ng bagay. Pero sa akin, if you are in a relationship, let's say matagal na kayo and yun na-feel nyo na it's heading a dead end na, yung parang wala nang patutunguhan yung relationship nyo, or ilang taon na kayo pero siya lang yung nag-grow, ikaw na pang iwanan ka ng panahon. That is a clear sign.
Yeah.
That it's totoo yun. Tapang iiwanan ka na talaga ng panahon.
And if you're in a very healthy relationship, and let's say you didn't grow, you don't blame your partner, you blame yourself. That's how
true.
you know.
That's true. Because if okay naman yung dynamics nyo, sinusuportahan ka naman ng partner mo.
You have no excuse.
Pero ikaw, wala. Ayaw mo talaga. Ayaw mo mag-grow.
Yeah, it's on you.
That's on you. Ibig sabihin, hindi yung partner may problema, ikaw na yung may problema. Ngayon, yung partner mo kailangan mag-isip. Kasi ayaw mo din naman magkaroon ng partner na ayaw magkaroon ng sarili niyang buhay. Siyempre, gusto mo naman na, kasi mapipressure ka rin eh, as a partner, na kailangan ko magstay sa bahay kasi malulungkot kasi siya pag umalis ako ng bahay.
Yeah.
Or laging mag-a-adjust yung partner mo sa'yo. Kasi alam niya there's nothing going on for you eh.
Yeah.
And your partner has to adjust because kung wala ka, wala siya. Wala siyang gagawin. Kung let's say on a Friday night, yung partner mo gusto lumabas, ikaw wala na, kinalimutan mo na lahat yung kaibigan mo, nagjowa ka na lang. Now, your partner din, kailangan din mawala yung friends niya. Kasi kailangan niyang stay home with you dahil wala ka ng kaibigan.
Yeah.
Diba? I mean, what I'm saying is that you're still supposed to be your own person. You can still have friends outside your relationship, or you can still have common friends, but you can have your own plans, own life, and still be a couple.
Yeah.
To be honest, your relationship is gonna get better if that's your mindset.
Yeah.
Because imagine the kwentos you're going to have together, the experiences you're going to have together, individually and together. Like,
okay, so
maganda yun.
For our listeners, let's say they're in relationships, right?
Okay.
So what are 3 telltale signs you can give them to see na parang, yeah, our relationship needs more than love to thrive? What are the 3 indicators you can give?
Well, again, there are a lot of key ingredients to our relationship. So, love is, of course, the basic foundation of everything, of every relationship in your life. It's the basic foundation. You have to check, is communication present in your relationship? That is so important. If it's not, then try to fix that area of your relationship. How about honesty? Are you both honest with each other? Do you keep a lot from your partner? Like, may mga times ba sa buhay mo na may ginagawa ka, tinatago mo sa kanya kasi alam mo either malulungkot siya,
or ayaw niya,
or ano ba yung tinatago mo na yun at hindi mo masabi sa partner mo, di ba? How about trust? Do you lack trust in your relationship? That's a main factor of relationships, right? As on our previous episode, malaking factor ang trust. And ano pa ba?
Last indicator.
Marami indicator eh. May compromise, understanding, ano pa ba? Adjusting. You'll eventually have to adjust to a lot of things eh. Hindi ko sinasabing kailangan mo i-alter yung buong buhay mo sa isang tao.
Well, alter things within reason. Kung let's say toxic talaga yung ugali mong yan, palitan mo yan.
Or change. Like, are you afraid of change? Because there are a lot of things that changes in our relationships as you get older. And habang tumatagal kayo, maraming changes mangyayari sa buhay nyo. So, all those key ingredients are still a lot more, but for me, yun ang pinaka-main ingredients ng relationship. And if you feel that there are a lot of things that's naglalak dun sa key ingredients sa relationship nyo, then pag-isipan nyo na kung saan pa ba pupunta yung relationship nyo. Either you can still work on those areas or maybe it's a dead end.
So, okay, obviously, as you said, open communication is key, right? But of course, sometimes couples are afraid. Like sometimes the guy's afraid, the girl's afraid, or both of them are afraid to start a deep conversation kasi takot sila na they'll say something hurtful or they won't take it the right way. So, what are the steps you can take to initiate honest conversation with your partner to improve your relationship?
But it's inevitable. If you're in a relationship, magkakasakitan talaga kayo one way or another. Not physically, I mean, in general.
I think indirectly.
Indirectly, may mga bagay ka na magagawa na masasaktan mo talaga yung partner mo. Not intentional or intentional. Like, hindi ko alam kung anong status ng relationship nyo, but walang perfect na relationship. So, magkakaroon talaga ng time na magkakaroon kayo ng maraming away or deep fights, petty fights, arguments. There are a lot of things that goes on in our relationship. It's super normal. But, for me kasi, pag natatakot kayo to speak your mind or to talk to your partner in general,
walang magbabago.
Then, number one, nothing is gonna change. And number two, why are you in a relationship in the first place if you can't even communicate with your partner? The whole point of being in a relationship is you're with someone that understands you, that a person that knows you, and a person that literally gets you or understands that there are a lot of things that can go wrong, but you're always gonna try to figure out how to make things right, to make it work.
Yep.
So, if you're always afraid to talk to your partner dahil natatakot kang masaktan yung tao, mas sinasaktan mo siya.
Yeah.
Because the more you don't talk to your partner, the more you're gonna build resentment with your partner. And when you build resentment, mag-iiba yung treatment mo sa partner mo.
Yeah.
It will build anger. When there is resentment, it builds anger. And ayaw mo magkaroon ng time na magagalit ka na sa partner mo, sasabog ka na, you're gonna say things that you cannot take back, and that's gonna hurt your partner even more.
It's like, I think, rip the Band-Aid off. Because what's gonna happen is, if you resent your partner, in let's say, 6 months, level 10 out of 10 yung away nyo kasi sumabog ka na eh.
Sumabog ka na.
If you go back in time and you sat down and you spoke to her, baka 3 out of 10 lang away nyo. But the thing is, you got your message across properly because you sat down, you had a decent conversation na you didn't start by exploding. Pinag-usapan nyo. So I think you just rip the Band-Aid off and you just talk about it. No matter how petty or babaw you think it is, feelings mo yan and you're entitled to your feelings.
Yeah.
And of course, maybe your partner, you explain what you feel and your partner then has a reason na, but I do this because you make me feel like this. You know, back and forth yan, and it's inevitable then. But remember, there's always sunshine after the rain. Kung mag-away kayo, like you're not fighting eh. It's like you're talking to improve the coming days. So, don't be afraid then. And if your partner doesn't understand or let's say ginagaslight niya yung mga concerns nyo, that's a sign then na you're not in a good relationship.
Huwag kayong matakot mag-away. Huwag kayong matakot mag-away. Normal yun.
Yep.
Mas matakot kayo kung nagkikimkim kayo ng galit. Nagkikimkim kayo ng sama ng loob. Mas nakakatakot yun. Because it turns you to a different person. It changes a lot emotionally and mentally and how you view the person. Kung mag-aaway kayo at magsisigawan para maglabas ng sama ng loob, normal yun, tao kayo. You're entitled to get hurt one way or another. Masasaktan ka. So, pwede mong i-voice out yun. Pero pag kinimkim mo lahat yun, hindi rin fair dun sa partner mo. Kasi, what if gusto na pala niya baguhin yun para mapasaya ka?
Yeah.
Or what if ayaw din niya yung ugali na yun, pero hindi niya alam na ayaw mo eh. 'Di ba? Give your partner a chance. Give your partner a chance to change that certain behavior or to make it up to you or to make things better. Don't keep things for yourself dahil takot ka baka walang changes. Why?
And we're not mind readers, ha?
You're in a relationship. You're supposed to be able to talk about these things and work through it and come out of it stronger and better.
Yeah. Just talk to your partner with love and respect. And of course,
never lose the
even
respect.
if it's love and respect and let's say maging heated, as long as your foundation is that it's for you to improve your relationship and improve just your general well-being, then your intentions are clear. And it's fine.
And guys, one last thing. Words are very, very powerful.
So be careful.
It's so powerful. Think before you speak. If you think you're too angry to talk, don't talk first.
Yeah.
Pakalma ka muna talaga.
Mm-hmm. And
Because, you know, there are some things, there are some words that deeply pierce someone's heart and changes their perspective in a lot of things. And you can't take it back. Not even a sorry. Not even like you make it up to them, gagawin mo lahat. Sometimes, yes, you forgive. But the person never forgets that one way or another, you're capable of making them feel that kind of pain. So always think before you speak.
yeah.
Always think before
And
you
also, there's a big, when your partner is talking about, let's say, yung concerns niya, there's a difference between listening and there's a difference between waiting for your turn to talk again. Choose to listen.
speak. Yeah. Listen to whatever your partner feels. Exchange.
Yeah. Tapos magmahalan kayo afterwards.
So anyway, yun guys. Medyo ito na naman ang topic natin. But I think to just close it, love does not conquer all. But it is the basic foundation of every relationship.
It's the driving force.
It's the driving force that makes you want to make it work. And of course, love makes us always feel good. But it also makes us crazy sometimes. You know, but I'm just saying, sarap magmahal, pero magmahal tayo ng
Tama.
tama. So, yun lang. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for
Listening.
listening to our podcast. I hope you like this
Yep.
episode. And if you guys want to share your experiences and your stories, we see them all. We read all your comments. We love to hear your experiences. And
Yep.
hopefully, we really get to have an episode with just discussing the experiences of our followers.
Yeah. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our social channels.
Yeah, we're on TikTok, Facebook,
Instagram,
So
Spotify.
do follow us on all our social media platforms.
And don't forget to give us a rating as well if you like the podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.